Best places to live in North Carolina, best places to live in Charlotte. Hey, this is Roger from ProStead Realty. I'm a buyer agent, got a great team of buyer agents. Niche.com, you gotta love it. Go in there and look for the 2021 best places to live in North Carolina. And what you're gonna find, you got a couple here in the triangle right there, Morrisville and Cary, and maybe you're trying to decide between the Raleigh area, the triangle, or Charlotte. I love Charlotte. And most of these in this top 20 are right here in the greater Charlotte area. But here's another thing that you can do with niche.com is that you can search by public school grade. You can search by who lives here, families, young professionals, retirees. I can't really speak to that. You can actually look at what somebody's politics are in areas. That's interesting to me. Walkability, things to do, etc. But you start right here at number 3, best places to live in North Carolina. Ballantyne, that's the south side of Charlotte. Ballantyne East of 521, Ballantyne West is west of 521. Then you got Dilworth, then 4th Ward, Uptown, all that. So let's just take a look at this map just overall. If you're a subscriber of mine, you know that I talk about 485 a lot. If you're not a subscriber, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. But you notice I talk a lot. I have a lot of videos in South Charlotte, very prosperous and great area. And then you've got the Uptown area, Center City up this way. And then there's Davidson, by the way. It's got an A+ rating. The University of North Carolina is right here, and that's, we call that U City, University City. But let's just dial in on some of these. Remember, this is from the list of the best places to live in the whole state of North Carolina. And this one is also number 1, best neighborhoods to live in Charlotte, in the Ballantyne area. There's 521, that's exit 61, Johnston Road. And you've on the east side, and then on the west side of 521, and then there's the North Carolina, South Carolina line right there. So public schools, A1, housing, A, good for families, A1, nightlife, A-, diversity, A-. So that's the overall niche grade. It's A+ in Ballantyne East. Now you go into Dilworth, right here, just south of that 277 loop in Center City, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th wards, Dilworth. A lot of history here. And again, A, public schools, A+ for families, B for diversity. This ain't cheap, baby. It's easy to spend $1 million in Dilworth. Some of those old bungalows redone. I mean, really neat. Then number 3 best in Charlotte is 4th Ward, but that's also 1st Ward, 2nd Ward, 3rd Ward, 4th Wards. It's also on that top 20 list of best places to live in the entire state is 4th Ward. So it tells you all of this. You can drill down and go a little deeper with it. Then you got Uptown Charlotte, Center City, Uptown. Why don't we call it downtown? There's a good story about that. I may throw that video up at the end to explain that. But right at the center of Trade and Tryon was a little ridge, basically, that people used to go up to town because it was up elevated a little bit. Used to go up to town to Trade Street and Tryon Street. And got an overall niche grade of A+, the schools B+, diversity B+. Again, it ain't cheap to live there. If you want condos, that's a whole nother deal. Walkability, yeah. And then we've got Davidson. Shout out to Steph Curry up on the in the Lake Norman area north of Charlotte. Huntersville, Cornelius, Davidson is quite a trifecta there. And it's got an overall niche grade of A+, probably the highest capita of earnings. Rich people live there, okay? So do the math on the housing. And then Ballantyne West, back down here across 521. And you go down and then across that North Carolina, South Carolina state line, and you've got some really good values down there and a lot of housing going on there. So guys, we'd love to help you in your quest to come to Charlotte. We would love to be your buyer agents to help you. And by the way, I do have broker partners in the Triangle in Raleigh area. So call me, let me connect you with agents there. And I would love to help you here in the greater Charlotte area. 704-345-3400 for the best places to live in North Carolina and the best places to live in the greater Charlotte area. Hit that subscribe button if I've helped you, and I think I did. And I'll see you in the next video.